Imagine a whole town disappearing without any reason, leaving no trace behind. They say Pine Hollow was just another quiet town, small, hidden between the forests, where time didn't move fast, and everyone thought they knew what normal meant. But I've been there. I remember the air, thick, damp, always a little too still. Even before it happened, something about that place felt wrong. There was a fog that never left. Locals said it wasn't weather. It was a presence, like the town was breathing under something heavy. And that night, when the last church bell rang and the sky turned gray, everything changed. At midnight, the lights went out, every single one. The whole town was swallowed in black. But that wasn't the strange part. It's that the darkness moved, like waves. People said they could see shapes in it, slow, tall, bending like shadows made of smoke. Children cried, dogs howled, and deep inside that fog, a sound began. Low, steady, mechanical, like something turning on after years of sleep. Then someone shouted. They saw a light, pale blue, hovering over the main street. It flickered, dimmed, and started to move toward them. No one remembers what happened after that. Just silence. By 1 a.m., the whispers began. Not through the air, through walls. Every house in Pine Hollow heard them. They weren't loud, just clear enough to make out words. Names, actually. The names of the people inside. Eleanor, David, Miller. And each time a name was whispered, the person disappeared. No one screamed. They just vanished. Neighbors tried to run, but the fog was like glass. You could see through it, but you couldn't pass it. By 1 p.m., the whispers began. Not through the air, through walls. Every house in Pine Hollow heard them. They weren't loud, just clear enough to make out words. Names, actually. The names of the people inside. Eleanor, David, Miller. And each time a name was whispered, the person disappeared. No one screamed. They just vanished. Neighbors tried to run, but the fog was like glass. You could see through it, but you couldn't pass it. That's when everything stopped. Every sound, every movement. Clocks froze at the same moment, 2:47 a.m. Power lines hummed like they were alive, and the ground trembled beneath the fog. People who looked out their windows saw something huge move across the town. A black silhouette, taller than the buildings. And then, one flash of blue light, and Pine Hollow was gone. When the sun rose, there was no town, just an empty clearing in the woods. Grass, dust, but no buildings. A rescue team came. They said it looked like the town had never existed, but deep underground, they found something strange. Tunnels. Miles of tunnels. Smooth walls, glowing faintly blue, like they were carved by something not human. And at the very end of one tunnel, a single working light bulb, still flickering. Weeks later, a scientist named Dr. Mason was sent to study the site. He never released his findings, but one leaked note from his report said, "This isn't a disappearance, it's relocation." Nights later, people from nearby towns said they saw strange lights in the sky, and a woman, wearing a Pine Hollow school jacket, was found wandering on a highway, barefoot, dazed. When they asked her where she'd been, she just whispered, "We never left. They just moved us." Government sealed the whole area. Maps were changed, satellite images replaced with forest photos. But in classified files, there's a project name, Operation Hollow Mirror. It described experiments with sound frequencies and electromagnetic fields, ways to bend space. They tested it near Pine Hollow. Maybe the town wasn't destroyed. Maybe it slipped somewhere else.